As parents, should we really be worrying about outcomes and college admissions? How important is all this going to be? We know all the big tech giants, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they're not too bothered about hiring graduates anymore. They want qualified people, and sometimes they're even going into schools to find these people.
By the way, don't only focus on Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and those kind. Think about Alibaba, Tencent,
Of course.
Baidu. They are bigger. The universities are the hardest to change because there are a lot of professors, and professors are experts in a very narrow area.
Right.
Very narrow, but they are the experts. And if you talk to experts, they tell you why things cannot be done. So there is an interesting thing going on in Silicon Valley. If you have a PhD, people are not mentioning it.
Really?
Because you are an expert. And what does an expert?
Right.
Telling you why it is not possible.
Right.
So they want to have open-minded people, skilled people. The CV of the future is only 2 pages, right? This one is, hey, this is what I did in my life, this is my studies, this is trainings that I did. The other side is, and here are my failures. Because, for instance, in Silicon Valley, they look, hey, how many times did you fail?
Wow.
And what did you learn from it? It's all about the learnings. So your second page of your CV is, I tried this, I failed, but now the next time I took the learnings from the first failure, and now I'm in the second, or in the third, or in the fourth, etc. But if it is building your learnings, that's a lot of value that you are adding to companies, because you are trying, you failed, you tried again, you failed, you tried again, and in the end, you got your skills. Dan Barry was an astronaut, and when he was a child, the only thing that he wanted to do is to become an astronaut.
Right.
That was his passion,
And he
everything.
Yeah.
So once he was old enough, he applied. They rejected. So the next year, tried again. So in the meantime, he started to study medicine. So during the whole course of medicine, 8 years of study, he applied every year, and every year he was rejected. And then all of a sudden, he got an envelope back. Sorry, you cannot apply because you are too old.
Oh my.
But because he was too old, he still applied. And then, when he was 35 or something or whatever, he got a message, hey, we selected you. So he went through the whole training. He stopped being a medical doc. He went through the whole training, and he is the person who went up most of the times.
Right.
Ever. So never give up.
Never give up.
And if you have a passion, follow your passion.
Right.
No matter what happens, if you have a passion, we call it an MTP, a purpose, massive transformative purpose, then you will not fail. That is the wind in the sails,
Right.
that propels you.
But going back to the question about university, then if you had a passion, would you recommend sort of going straight to a company that you think you could serve? Or would you?
There are great examples of people who left school because they didn't see any value. It doesn't mean that you have to do that, but if you have a passion, organize your context, organize your environment around that, that you can make that happen, including your parents, even if it is a crazy idea. An idea is crazy until the moment that you bring it to a market.
Right.
So all the time that you are working on an idea that is crazy, people think you are crazy.
Right.
Well, but keep going.
Right.
And help to make it better even.
Right.
Yeah. And if an idea is not crazy enough, if it doesn't scare you, it has to scare you, really. And then maybe you can build your passion out of it.
Thank you, Paul, for doing this. It was really mind-boggling and very educational. I think there's 2 key takeaways from here. There's nothing wrong with letting our kids fail. In fact, we should let them fail. And this
And
concept,
learn from it.
Yeah, and learn from it. And this concept of reverse education, because the future is for them, and they're the digital natives, so I think we do have to kind of take their lead and go from there.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and see you next week. Bye.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.